Hi, this is Dylan with LendSolid, and this video is on how long you should own a home to break even on it, and whether you should buy or rent if you're owning a house for a medium amount of time, maybe a few years. If you plan on settling down somewhere for a long time, buying a house is a no-brainer. But if you plan on staying somewhere for a shorter period, like a few years, you may be less certain whether it would make more sense to buy a home or continue to rent. I'll break down how to calculate the cost of home ownership versus renting, so you can make the decision that's best for you financially. This is assuming that you'll sell your home when you're ready to move. If you plan on holding onto your property as an investment after you move out, numbers are going to look different. Let's say that you plan on staying somewhere for 4 years. The first thing we should do is calculate how much it costs to rent over those 4 years. For example, let's assume that rent in the area is $2,000 a month. This is really simple. We multiply $2,000 times 12 months times 4 years for a grand total of $96,000. You can also add a monthly renter's insurance here if you plan on getting it, but I'll leave that out of the example. Now, let's calculate the cost of buying a home. Disclaimer, it's impossible to know what all these numbers will be, so we need to use some educated assumptions and estimates. I'll break down the cost into 3 categories: purchase expenses, ongoing expenses, and sales expenses. Closing costs can be estimated as $5,000 plus 2.5% of the loan amount. When I say closing costs, keep in mind that I do not mean down payment. I'm talking about one-time fees and expenses associated with the purchase transaction and obtaining a mortgage. Let's assume you'll purchase a house for $400,000 with 20% down, so the loan is for $320,000. The closing costs can be estimated to be $13,000. Now for ongoing expenses, the first thing we'll look at is maintenance. This can vary a lot, of course, but a common estimate is $1 per square foot per year. So let's say this house is 2,000 square feet. That'd be $2,000 a year for 4 years, which is $8,000. Next, we have the expenses that will be in your monthly mortgage payment. You can use Redfin or Zillow's estimator to figure out what these will be. These include everything except for the principal you pay on your mortgage. So, taxes, hazard insurance, HOA fees, mortgage insurance, and interest on the loan. In this example, we'll have taxes at $700, hazard insurance at $100, no HOA fee, no mortgage insurance because it's 20% down, but monthly interest payment of around $800 a month. You multiply that by 48 months over 4 years, and you get a total of $76,800. Next, we'll look at appreciation. This can vary a ton by a whole lot of factors that we won't dive into, but real estate tends to go up in value with time. So when you sell your home in 4 years, hopefully it should sell for more than the price you bought it at. Nationally, homes have risen in price by an average of 3.2% per year. In our example, we can predict that the home you bought for $400,000 will sell for $454,000 after 4 years. Another thing you can include here are tax savings from the mortgage interest deduction. Interest that you pay on your mortgage can be deducted from your taxes, which means saving some money. This is hyper-specific to your situation, so I won't include it in the example, but it's something to keep in mind if it would make a difference to you. The last expense are sales costs. These are high, mostly because the commission for both the buyer's real estate agent and the seller's agent will come out of the sales price. Again, fees can vary, but average around 8% of the sales price of the home. So, in our example, it will be 8% of $454,000, which is about $36,000. So, when we add all these numbers together, we get that the cost of homeownership in this example is $79,800, which is less than $96,000 we got from renting. So, for this borrower, it might make a lot more sense to buy a home than it would to rent, and if they stay there for longer, then they'll even get more benefits from it. If you found this video informative, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you live in Maryland, Virginia, or DC and are interested in refinancing your mortgage or purchasing a home, feel free to go to lendsolid.com and fill out our contact form. And myself or another loan officer will be happy to help.